All right, we are going live this morning on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Hopefully we have a low-stress morning since we need to get to work at 9:30. Hey, user 90, what's going on? Jumping into a solo match here. It's going to take a minute for the stream to propagate. What's up, Big Country? What's up, the best over on Twitch? Matthew, good morning. Beantown, good morning. PS4 Pro coming today. That's awesome. We're going to get you in some of the games, Beantown. Hippie Moonchick, good morning. We're just jumping into our first game here this morning. Let's see, 7:55. So we're going to be able to stream for about an hour and a half before I have to get to work, which is pretty good. Yeah, so we had some good games last night on stream. We did viewer quads for about an hour and a half or so, almost 2 hours. And then I jumped on with my son, Groaning Pigeon, and we played for another hour. So I think the stream last night was 3 hours overall, which was a little more than I like to sit in the chair, but that's all right. Oh, wow, 1 a.m. Yeah, I know you guys spent some family time yesterday. That's good, though. Yeah, I don't do 1 a.m. anymore. By 9:30, I am ready. In fact, I think if we ever went to somebody's house that late, I would probably just fall asleep on their couch. Jack Daniels in a hot tub. Yep, it doesn't get much better than that. Yeah, Beantown, Groaning Pigeon is pretty good. He's a little hard to keep up with. Doesn't communicate as much as I would like him to, but definitely a good player. I swear, though, he uses me as bait most of the time. Yeah, he did get a good reversal on that rock and took out that last team. That was pretty cool. All right, let's see what is going on in Warzone this morning. I saw there was a minor patch. I don't know if it was just a playlist update or something of substance. I still find I am reloading way too much, and I know it's just habit. Got to give up on the melee. That usually doesn't work for me. Walk Bay Faith, good morning. Over on Twitch. And Avenger, good morning. Good playing last night. Both Avenger and Big Country were on. Got some good games in. All right, today is solos, so we're going to that again. We're going to change it up just a little bit. I'm not going to be as worried about center map, but I definitely want to move towards center map as quick as possible. I think we're going to try our favorite gas station. Actually, this favorite gas station. And then we'll get over to this buy station, even though it's not centered. We'll see if we can work that out. Sean, good morning. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of viewers on TikTok this morning, but not a lot of chats. But I see Sean just chatted, so it must be working, right? Most of our solid chat performance is out of Twitch, which is where we've been pushing everybody for viewer quads, which is awesome. And yesterday we did have some issues on TikTok chat, and I turned it off. But last night I turned it back on, so I just keep going back and forth. There's somebody in the front door, just went in. Oh, I didn't quite get him. Again, solos, that's a bad technique. Because if you die, you go to the gulag. If you win your gulag, you're done. So the right thing would be to go somewhere else, get a gun, and then come back in and challenge that guy. But we didn't. It's alright, we're pretty good on gulag these days for some reason, so we'll reset and go again. David, top of the morning to you, that's awesome. Alright, way on the outskirts, we'll try the high pass, even though we're not going to be first there. See if we can sort that out. A lot of clouds around high pass for some reason. I don't recall ever seeing that before. This guy's just coming back from gulag. Alright, the guns on the roof are gone. And we have this guy shooting at us, and this guy... Wow, really? Alright, I guess I deserve that. So how does this guy have dual-wield X-13s with lasers on them already? I'm guessing you can get them on ground loot? I don't know. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but it is what it is. Alright, let's go. Shan? S-H-A-A-N. Shan? Good morning. Jordan, tough beat. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. I screwed up on my first drop. I challenged somebody that got to gas station before me. Obviously, he had the gun and I didn't. Kelvin, good morning. Sister-in-law was drinking Michelob seltzers. Ooh, not a fan of the seltzers. Hippie Moonchick got the PS4 update last night as well, so we're gonna have Hippie Moonchick in the afternoon stream. That's awesome. Anime Fan Guy, thanks for the follow over on TikTok. And Beantown Dog says, good question, but I'm not sure what the question was. I don't know if it was something I said or something that scrolled past in chat. I guess we'll figure that out in a minute. James is looking for somebody to play with today on, I guess, either duos or quads. Jimmy plays, why are you so bad at this game? Jimmy, you know, I just am. I do play keyboard and mouse. I do try to stream my game. So the game you're seeing is I'm interacting with chat a little bit, which takes away a little of my focus. Jimmy plays, your eye-hand coordination is fried. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. All right, Jimmy, we're not going to deal with that today. I got goaded into that yesterday and it didn't go well, so we're going to just stay away from it. Double pistols that early. Oh, yeah. You know, I think I have seen those double pistols as ground loot before. It's just odd that the one guy that was going to camp that room, and keep in mind, he must have landed there immediately off the drop. I went to Gulag, came back, flew in. Walk by faith, what's your question? Yeah, walk by faith. Any question you got, we'll see if we can answer it. T4, good morning. Steven, thanks for the comments. KK, 138 people disagree. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I have to admit, you guys definitely stand up for me in chat. And keep in mind, I don't see everything in chat, but what I do, you guys are always on top of it. That's awesome. Walk Bay Faith, I see you have a question. Go ahead and drop it in the Twitch chat. Figure out an answer for you. Alright, center map would be around here. You know I don't like to land under the flight path. So we're going to go back to our favorite gas station. See if we can get there first this time. I noticed on your TAC 56 you've only have the 4 attached gun. Is there a reason for that? Let's see, I have the muzzle. I think I have the 45 round magazine. I have the optic, the underbarrel, and the ammo. I think I have all 5. Beantown was going to take care of Jimmy. He's back now. Okay. Yeah, I already took care of Jimmy Beantown, so thanks for that. I actually set me up a hotkey so I can get from the game over there because I didn't want to deal with the grief that I had yesterday. And there's no reason to argue with anybody. Obviously, if they come on with a real question to ask why my aim is so bad, I'm good with that. I'll explain to them why it's bad, but once they keep talking about the same thing, there's just no reason to argue with people. Somebody was close on that drop. And I don't know who it was, so we're not going to go gas station. We get looted up here for a second. Yeah, you know what? I want something with more rounds. We'll take this guy. All right, let's go check the gas station out. I guess they didn't go in here. They did. They didn't loot. We don't really want the safe cracker, but we may just grab it.
Enemy safes holding high-value equipment have been located. Secure all contents.
Alright, I would say somebody probably went in there. This has already been looted. And he's still there. Wow, good shot. Definitely thought I could get him on the corners, and I damaged him a little bit. Didn't happen.
You'll have to fight to earn redeployment.
Let's look. TAC 56. So I have the muzzle, I have the underbarrel, the ammunition, the optic. Yeah, it looks like there's only 4 there. I guess we'll have to, when we get back to the lobby, we'll look at that. But I thought there was something else. Oh, the magazine, the 50 round drum. No, that's the other gun. I almost think it's the muzzle. I mean I think it's the 60 round magazine that I left off, and I probably left it off because there was no tuning to it. But we will look at it after this game. I'm sure that's what it was, though. Got a hit back here, so we know where he's at. Yeah, when you throw the lethal in the gulag, what you're looking for is a hit marker to make sure that you chose correctly. If you don't get a hit, what I'm looking for is moving the other direction. And I know I really haven't explained that before, but that's what I'm looking for. And an old tactic was always you throw your lethal one way, you throw your tactical the other way, and you're listening for either a hit on the lethals or something on the, oh, I don't know what I want. Let's just slowly loot this place and see if we can get enough cash flow for our loadouts. Doesn't look looted, which is a good sign. Trying to listen for a second. definitely have somebody close because they did throw up a counter UAV. That usually means somebody wanted to get to the buy station. They haven't been to the buy station. It's still closed. So we're going to assume that they're upstairs. That door's open. It's not supposed to be. I would say they're... Okay, so now we hear them. They're up top. They just came through the door at the top of these stairs. Wow, my bad. They were actually coming through the door in the middle there. Horrible. JD, you get banned again today? I don't think so, JD. If I am banned, I'm not aware of it yet. All right, so we only had one operator killed there. We're going to back out. We're going to look at my TAC 56 build real quick because Walk by Faith had a question about it, and I couldn't accurately answer. Let's check that out real quick. So my TAC 56, unfortunately, is not the gun I'm using right now in the game. So yeah, I have the Gauge 9 mono muzzle. We have the Lock Grip Precision 40. Let me type this in chat real quick just so I can compare to what I posted there. Oh my goodness. All right, so we have the Gauge 9 mono as the muzzle. The underbarrel is the Lock Grip Precision. That's correct. The ammunition is the 5.56 high velocity. The optic is the AIM OP4, and it looks like I have the 60 round magazine. So yeah, the 60 round magazine was not part of my display, but there is no tuning for it, so that's probably why I missed it. And that would be just personal choice. You can either go with the default, which is 20, or 30, then the 40, or 60. And I just go 60. I didn't see a huge difference in reload quickness. However, the gun that I'm mostly using now is the... Let me see if I can get this thing to scroll. Their interface is a little wonky. The gun I'm using now is the DP Hemlock, or the ISO Hemlock. I just put DP so I could know what it was. I have the same optic, the AIM OPV4, the Fielder T50 barrel, which gives me a little bit better range and recoil control. The FTAC Castle Comp muzzle, which same thing, it would give me a little bit more damage and recoil control. The high velocity, 5.56 high velocity. They only have a 45 round magazine here instead of the 60, but it seems adequate. So those are my 5 attachments on that gun. It's pretty much the same build, slightly different barrel, slightly different muzzle. And the performance is very close to the same. All right, let's jump back into another game, see what's going on. If you put the blackout rounds on it, it's deadly. Jeff Walker says. I've tried the blackout rounds. Let's look at that while we're loading this game. If you look at the ammunition on the blackout, so the blackout says it's better on damage. So definitely more damage, but the fire rate drops. So it becomes more of a, I don't know, the fire rate. Let's go ahead and change it here real quick and go to the firing range and you'll see the difference. So if this is with the blackout. And also the recoil is worse, a lot worse. And for me, that's just not acceptable. I definitely need a better recoil to make this gun hit. And the fire rate doesn't look that much different. But the recoil is the biggest thing for me on that. So Jeff Walker, good question, but I don't think the blackouts are worth the recoil problem. And you get a bullet velocity drop, so if you're trying to shoot at far targets, it's a running target, I should say. It's hard to hit because the bullet velocity is so low. And I know there was a bug early on where the velocity was a hit scan on the blackouts. And during that 3 or 4 day period, absolutely, the blackouts were the go-to ammo. But since they got that straightened out, the velocity just doesn't work out well for me. If you put the black, let's see, T4, been loving the high velocity. Yeah, the high velocity to me just gets the bullet on target quicker. So if you can keep your reticle lined up on the target, you pretty much get hits all the way out to that 170 meters or so. The Commando Heavy Cronin Mini Pro Lock. Okay, so the Cronin Mini. I like the Cronin Mini, but I thought I would build it the same as my TAC 56. And on the TAC 56, I went through every optic and tried to figure out what I liked and what I didn't. The Cronin Mini has a better reticle, I believe. But overall, I just wanted to keep it the same. I was trying to compare the two guns to see if I wanted to stick with the ISO instead of the TAC 56. And you're right. Probably now that I've decided to stick with it, I should go through and try every optic and every attachment again and just make sure that it is it's the best that I can make it. Marcos Vargas says, try the M4. I've tried the M4 in the past. I don't know if they've changed it much, but the recoil, I just never get it the way I like it. Don't sleep on the Bass P, slow fire rate, but hits hard. Absolutely. I've always picked up the Bass P as my go-to ground loot gun, but I have switched to the broadside short SMG build, so the short-barreled shotgun with the high fire rate. That is my go-to inside gun. It's just with my horrible aiming in a building and lack of aim assist. If I just spray with the shotgun in there, I can usually take people out pretty quick. CJ has an incredible TAC 56 build. Big Country had one also he was going to share with me, and we just never connected on it. But yeah, I've been told there's a really good build. Wow, really? I'm not sure what happened there. He must have hit the building. But yeah, CJ, definitely there's apparently a TAC 56 build that has zero recoil and pretty much destroys. And keep in mind, my biggest thing is recoil, but you definitely need the damage up. And I am trying to cover that 150 or probably 30 meters to 150 is what I'm shooting for. Anything beyond that, I usually won't take a shot. Anything less than that, I'm usually inside a building. And we'll go with the shotgun at that point. All right, center map would be somewhere here in the middle. Oh, where are we gonna go? I almost think we're gonna go to the pass again. Steven, why am I gaming so early? I thought I was old. I'm 30. Yeah, I get up early and I actually have to be to work by 9:30 to 9:45. So if I don't game early, then I don't game at all until the afternoon. So that's why I'm up. James, you go crazy with that shotty. Yeah, you know the shotty when I'm on, it's on, but it's not. It's not always a given that you're going to win a gunfight with it. Oh, really? I drop in here and get nothing? And I don't hear any gun up in here. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right. There's someone else below us. We're going to take the risk on missing the building. Again, our reason for being here is for loot. We're not trying to get in gunfights. Definitely should not be looting with the doors open. There's somebody in the building next to us, I'm guessing. Sounds like he's in the building over here. Alright, so this is just not smart. Not smart at all. Alright, that's just bad play.
Enemies deployed a counter UAV.
Really?
Area.
Oh, yeah, that's what happens to me, right?
For your chance to redeploy.
No, that was not luck. That was just my bad choices. Me leaving the top and going down there was horrible. I had all the cash I needed to go buy my loadout weapons. We were well centered. It's just, I took a couple shots at that first guy. He had his pistol out and thought I could get him, which we did. And then you get one gunfight under your belt and you decide, you know what, this isn't that hard. Let's do it again. I challenged the guy below me and he wrecked me. Without that kill streak, I probably could have competed with it, but didn't get a hit. Make sure he's not AFK. He is. Really? T Ford wakes up early. The game in the end can't play till after 4:30. Yeah, you know, I used to play late with my son all the time. I don't know. I enjoy the earlier gameplay. See, we have 4,000. We should just. No, we don't want to go there. Let's go up top. Probably another bad choice, but that's all right. Yeah, somebody asked what do I do for work. I'm actually a IT consultant for a company that I used to work for. I worked for them for about 20-something years, 28 years, I believe. Got a UAV flying under. And they just hired me back as a consultant this last year, so that's what I do. And I keep trying to raise my rates or cut down my consulting services, but I really am not enjoying it. Man, that was a very close flight there. I'm not really enjoying it. Good shots.
Guard out there. Return to base for free.
Yeah, walk by faith. Chasing those kills will get you kills every time. We only ended up with 2 operator kills. Not great. James, a professional badass. I'm not sure about that. I could probably count on one hand the fights I've ever been in. Most of them were alcohol induced. Of course, I don't think I've ever lost a fight. But anyway. Beanbag. Do I use a keyboard or a controller? I'm on keyboard and mouse. I've tried controller. I can shoot well with it, but it just doesn't feel right. You know, using all of. I don't like having both my thumbs on the little joysticks, and then I have to pull my thumb off of the joystick to interact with other stuff. And I know there's probably ways around that, but it just doesn't feel right. And especially if you're in a gunfight and you need to hit some of the other buttons, I just don't like it. Charlie's Angels, good morning from Idaho. Hey, what's up there? You're up early. Be water, my friend. Texas Ranger says. Not a bad philosophy. Just go with the flow. That's where that comes from, I'm pretty sure. James, thanks for the gifts. So yeah, we're dropping into our 3rd game now. The first 2 we pretty much got wrecked. But that's about par for the course for our morning stuff. We were at a point we were winning 1 or 2 games every day or so. And before that, we were one game every 3 days. But for the last probably, I want to say week, we've been struggling on solos. And I think a lot of that has to be due, I changed to the ISO Hemlock. I'm from the TAC 56. So the recoil pattern is a little bit different. And also my choices have not been as good as they had in the past. And I don't know if it's because of my tactics changing. I'm actually trying to play the game faster. We have been doing viewer quads in the afternoon on Rebirth, so I'm more used to a faster paced game. And unfortunately that puts you into bad gunfight situations. In the past I would play very methodical on solos, and that would relate to more last circles, and of course the more time you make it the last circle, the more time you have a shot about winning. Someone asked about snipers, Walk by Faith. Snipers, back when we had the backpacks early in Season 1 on Warzone 2, I would always go for my primary, secondary, and a good sniper. Now that we don't have the backpacks, I don't want to give up my primary AR platform, and I don't want to give up close quarter fighting. So something had to go. Obviously, snipers didn't make the cut. And usually snipers are very selective in their uses. I mean, I don't think that I would be a person to pick a radio tower or pick some area way out and start trying to snipe people or hunt people from a buy station. You know, pretty much camping buy stations or camping loadouts. That's what I see most snipers are doing. Or just pick a bush up somewhere and try to hunt people. That is not accomplishing my goals of making last circle. And you'll see very few snipers will actually make last circle. They will get a few kills, but usually somebody will come back from a gulag and take them out pretty easy. But yeah, there's no question a sniper's pretty helpful when you are in a situation somebody's hitting you from long distance. You pull out a sniper and equalize the situation. Alright, center's going to be over here. We either go hydro or caves. I think we're going to do caves. And I kind of think we're going to land back here and then work our way to this buy station. James, I'm not using the TAC 56 right now. I'm actually changed to the Hemlock, which looks the same, mostly because I use the same camo spray on it. But it does have the same optic, a little bit less ammo, so 45 rounds instead of the 60. Time to kill seems about the same. I think the Hemlock might be a little bit better at longer range, since the TAC 56 took a slight nerf. The first couple of games that I used it, I really didn't like it. But I kept telling myself I'm going to keep playing with it to give it a real try. Obviously, anything different is never a good thing. So yeah, if you're gonna try it, you have to definitely try it for a couple weeks to see if it was just breaking old habits. But I'm at the point now, I'm probably going to try to go back.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I don't even know how to do these things. All right. I don't know why a UAV would be overhead. Not a lot going on here. There's a sniper. We will pick it up because we don't... Again, we don't have a close range weapon, so the smart thing to do is to increase the range. He's up top. That was pretty horrible sniping. But yeah, I think a lot of tactics are get in a situation that matches your abilities. I knew if I stayed inside that building, he had this SMG. I didn't know that, but I was just assuming he had an SMG. He's already been over here, so it's the same guy. Guess it's on top. He didn't go upstairs. My gun's back. Alright. And we want all the plates we can carry. We have our $5,000, so the right thing to do is to get to the buy station. Yeah, I mean, there are times that obviously playing with a sniper is useful. Like that last situation, it was much better for me to use the sniper than trying to hit him with that LMG. All the glass is broken around here, and that couldn't be the guy we killed. He didn't have time to loot all this. There he is.
Moving here.
We're going to take this opportunity. Go ahead and get our primary. It's in that window. And if you can help it, you definitely don't want to shoot at somebody while they're in cover. If you think they're going to move, just give them the moment to make their move. When they're in the open, that's when you shoot at them. Alright, so he had only $1,700. Actually, that's not true. He had more. But when you kill somebody, you don't get all their money. You just get part of their money, I guess. Alright, I'm still having a problem changing weapons. And I have it on my mouse wheel, which doesn't work out well for some reason. We're going to get away from this buy station. We don't have enough cash to buy anything. There's definitely a box up top. And this is a horrible building to get to the roof as far as I remember. There's no ladder. You kind of just have to... Alright, so we definitely should have been dead there. Luckily there was that balcony. That balcony thing was between us and him. Or that rock wall, I guess. And he had a horrible little gun. Yeah, I don't know how to get that, but we only have 3 shotgun shells left. We do have enough cash now to buy a UAV. We should probably go ahead and do that. Definitely would like some more shotgun shells. Probably ain't gonna happen. Alright, we're going to go to see if we can get a UAV, but I don't know that it's going to happen here. I keep thinking I hear somebody. Oh, they did have a UAV. I thought it would definitely be out. Alright, so we're going to work our way to the top of this hill by the radio antenna up here. We're not going to go up the antenna. We're just going to get a little bit of height so we can do something else when the time comes. Keep an eye behind us. Make sure nobody's keeping eyes on us. Definitely noise back over there. I don't know what this is. There's a hole, and I don't know how to get in it. Alright, so we have car guy. We want to keep a little cover until we know where he's going to sort out to. Gotta look for snipers up here. Enemy dropping in, and I don't see him anywhere. Okay, so he hit our claymore. Probably took quite a bit of damage. Again, not the best option to move down this hill and look at him.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Our more important thing is our loadout. Make sure nobody's sneaking on us. We got this one over here. We definitely have somebody running right beside us, or he died, but I didn't get a kill for it, so he didn't die.
Gas is moving New safe zone located.
He's running. I saw him running over here. He's actually taking a parachute. That was horrible shooting. Again, if you can't kill someone, you shouldn't shoot at him. It's probably not going to continue to load out since we shot at him. We're going to get down the hill first. Obviously, giving up elevation is not a good thing.
Hostile UAV in the area.
We know where he wants to be.
Enemy soldier incoming.
There he is. Got a car guy. We got to get behind a tree. Oh, really? We killed the guy, but the car ran us over. Wow. Wow, that's all I have to say about that. I thought it was behind the tree and the loadout, but apparently not. Yeah, so I killed the guy in the car, but obviously doesn't do me any good if I die because of it. We're looking for a hit over there. Got the hit. We know where he's at. And he got me. Horrible.
Lost the fight. Return to base.
Horrible. All right.
Start that time.
Let's see how that game worked out. So we ended up with 5 operator kills there. Oh, I think it's SP. Get this guy loadout. It's the best. Wow, what? Nice try. We're thankful. Okay. Yeah, so that was just bad luck. I knew I was pivoting around the tree, trying just to keep the car guy away from me. And I knew I could kill him just by shooting in the window, and I did. But his car was moving towards me when that happened, and I wasn't able to back up far enough to get that done. But we did get the kill for it. Would have been nice to have a self-revive so we could have survived that whole thing, but didn't happen. What kind of headphones are you using? Stang Fam wants to know. I have... They're called Xbira. They were the cheapest Amazon USB dual microphone headset I could get. Ben Chappell likes his coffee in the morning. Absolutely. Nothing wrong with good coffee. Everything wrong with bad coffee. Trying to launch another game here. It's a little sluggish, but it'll go. Warrior, good morning. How you doing? Order a LB from Kawana, Hawaii. Oh, a pound of coffee from Hawaii. I'm sure the volcanic dirt is really good for growing coffee. Avengers using a cheap cross headset. You know, in the afternoon streams, I get a lot of feedback from different users, and I don't know if it's their headset or something on my side. I kind of think it's on their side just because whenever I play with a normal squad, I don't get any of that feedback. Nana says the quality seems good. Yeah, and that was one reason to get the stereo microphones. Even though they're in the same little boom mic, the stereo microphone just gives a little bit more dynamics to the sound, I think. Yeah, you know, I don't think that car thing is a broken thing. I've had that happen in squad play where one of your teammates is driving towards you to either rejoin with the squad or whatever. And if they jump out of the car and the car is still going, obviously now it will kill your squad mates. If they stay in the car and run into you, nothing will happen to you. But in that case, I killed the driver and the car was still rolling my way and I just didn't get out of the way. Zach, how you doing? Zach Too Quick over on Twitch. Andre, they nerfed so many guns. Them bots are relentless. I don't consider nerfing guns creating bots. I think what happens is a lot of people were running meta weapons. Like when RPK first came out, if you weren't running the RPK, you were going to get owned. It was just a matter of time. And then when they balanced that out a little bit, there's so many guns now that are very similar. Like the ISO, I really can't tell the difference from the ISO and the TAC 56. And it just equalizes the gunfights a little bit. I mean, they're both TTKs are really close. So it doesn't really create bots. I think it's, well, maybe it does, because you have people that weren't very good that use the meta weapons. But anybody that is good at the game would know what the meta is, and they would run it. So I don't think there's any real difference. I think it's all just perceived differences. A lot of people will hold on to a gun that they've leveled up much longer than they should. I know Crony Pigeon does that. He's still running. Well, I say still running. He runs the Lockman sub as his primary. Don't think it's a good choice, but I can't argue with the results that he gets, so wouldn't be fair for me to say otherwise. Oh, where are we going to go? Center is over the cemetery area, which isn't great. I almost think we go police station and work towards the buy station, or we go gas station and work towards the buy station. I think we're going to try gas station. Maybe a little better jump. Max gun, but without attachments. Jonathan says, I'm not sure what that means. So you max the gun, but you didn't get the attachments. I think that's part of it. Oh, a lot of the guns you have to level up other things to get an attachment, which is kind of weird. So I picked up a shotgun, not the best option, but it was what it was. Didn't have a self-revive last game, and I know I've said in the past that they're not that useful in solos, but that last game a self-revive would have saved me because the car would have hit me, I would have been downed, and I could have self-revived out of the situation. Alright, so we got 6,700 bucks, plenty of cash flow. Let's go ahead and make the run out here. Should have slowed down coming out of that building because we know we have somebody over here looking at us.
Enemy UAV active.
That was just a little misdirection. We were able to sort him out. We also have a UAV overhead, which usually is not a good sign. Should definitely run closer to the buildings instead of this open area. And hopefully by the time we get out here, the UAV will be gone. I don't know if that's where the guy is, but you never want to come out of the water while you're on UAV. You're kind of vulnerable for the first few seconds. And you probably also shouldn't come out of the water right at the buy station. They've done a really good job on putting the waves out here. I've been swimming in the ocean before, and it's a lot like that, where you can see land for a second, and then you can't see land. Let's get over here on this edge and then see if we can sneak in without getting whacked. Lately, I've been finding a lot of guys out here camping this. There's still boxes humming, so I don't think anybody's camping it right now. I'm gonna pick up some shotgun shells because we are going to get our weapon. And we got all the cash we need, so we're gonna get our secondary. And we're gonna buy our loadout. We're gonna throw that loadout over here. And we have a horrible gun situation right now. I bought my secondary. I did not have my long-range weapon. That was just bad, bad, bad. So that guy did the same thing we did. He swam in and came in behind the buy station, which is a good tactic. Unfortunately, we were already there. And he killed us. Zach says to pick the personal radar. I'm not a fan of the personal radar. Its range is so close. It usually will give you a bad experience about where the guy is. Didn't get a hit, so he's either AFK. He flew in on me, Michael Sherwood says. So yeah, he probably came back from Gulag then. Bad Martin says, have we went for the nuke yet? Bad. The possibility of me getting 5 in a row is slim to none. So no, and I'm not going to do that. Most of the guys just be going for nukes or lag switching or other things that don't seem good. Just the possibility of getting 5 in a row, the odds are not really possible. Since you threw the loadout flare, does the other guy have a chance to steal that? No. If you throw a loadout, it's only good for you. Same with a munitions box or a plate box. Only you can use them. What state are you from, Gladius? I was born in California, grew up in Florida, and we moved to North Carolina once I retired from the company I worked for. So yeah, we've been in North Carolina for a few years. Love it in the mountains. A lot of hiking, a lot of outdoor stuff. What are we landing? Where are we landing? Barrel. You pick it. Let's look at the map and we'll figure it out. Are you in the same? You think you're in the same lobby as me, right? Well, we're almost in. We're still searching for a match. James is in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Yeah, that's way east of where we're at. We're kind of on the Tennessee-North Carolina border. Yeah, I'm still searching for a match up to 65 milliseconds. So obviously there's no super fast ones out there. All right, I'm connecting to a game right now. James, born in Hickory. Yep, that's up the mountain chain from us a little bit. Hickory was a fun little town back in the early 90s. I don't know, it's probably outgrown itself by now. Theo, what was my career? I was an IT director for many years, CSO, Chief Security Officer, and ran a development department as a software developer. Did that for 28 years, and now I'm consulting for the same company. Michael Sherwood's going over to Twitch. Absolutely, it's a different view. Bad Martin, thanks for the first time chat on Twitch. TikTok is a zoomed in center view of the screen. Twitch is the full aspect ratio of what I get. It's a little bit harder to see gunfights, but I think you get the peripheral vision much better. All right, Barrel, I'm in. I'm looking for you. Is that you? Guess that's not you. You shot me. Zach, as far as jumping into IT, I don't know. It's a different world than it used to be. You know, back when I got into it, it was Wild Wild West. Barrel, are you around? Guess that's not you either. I mean, IT now is super structured and everything is, I don't know, siloed developer teams usually run an agile workflow. And it just isn't what I love. All right, Barrel, if you're around, I'm going gas station to Hydro. And we'll see you over there if you're around. Bad Martin, have I tried ranked mode? No, I haven't. I pretty much only play my morning stream and the afternoon stream, which is obviously solos in the morning, and then we run viewer quads in the afternoon. The only other stuff I've been doing is a little bit of leveling up guns in multiplayer, but nothing major. Hey, Barrel, are you around? I don't hear Barrel yet. Barrel, are you around? Definitely somebody close. We're gonna fly this long. Oh, it was Barrel. You didn't talk to me, Barrel. Normally, Barrel, I am so sorry. I should have known since you weren't shooting at me. That was horrible. I feel so bad. Yeah, so Barrel is Barrel Taper is one of our stream watchers, and he's a streamer himself. We actually met at this gas station when he killed me on a drop. And even now, we'll drop in together and just say hi to each other and usually just move on. I don't know what gun I want. It would have been better for him to land below me or next to me. And then we could have sorted it out. Barrel, that was awful, my fault. Definitely somebody here. Somebody's got a UAV up. Usually that means they're going by station. This time we're going to get our loadout marker. We're going to toss it that way. We're going to get our... We have no cash. That was a bad move, but we'll just stay with it. I'm going to run back out and grab that other weapon. Barrel, I apologize. I was hoping to hear you on chat. Didn't hear you. I thought, why would this guy be landing on the roof right next to me and not shooting? All right, so somebody's peeking us. He's on the roof. Can't peek that again.
Strongholds located. Targets are marked under attack map.
Again, we're really not worried about the guy on the roof. I'm more worried about getting the cash flow that I need to go buy my secondary. Wow, really? Definitely putting a dent in my plate supply. You're using push to talk. Yeah, I have push to talk on. Alright, again, there's no reason to worry about this guy. Oh, he's looking at me again. And he's close. Luckily, he has the cash flow that I needed. Alright, so now we have not very many shotgun shells. 16 though. How many do you really need of a shotgun? Alright, let's work over this way.
Moving.
What's weird about fall damage, it really doesn't hurt you. They used to have it so it would take your plates away, and I think they changed it so now it doesn't hurt your plates, it just takes all your active health away. So you're disoriented for a second, you lose health, it regenerates. And I don't know which is better, it's just you gotta be prepared for that, because there's nothing worse than jumping off a building when you're in a gunfight and all of a sudden... Alright, I don't need pistol ammo, I gotta keep remembering that. So yeah, you jump off a building and all of a sudden you're disoriented for a couple seconds. He may win Gulag. Yeah, he might, but I'm not going to sit around there and camp that. I would have to find a location and sort it out. Just not worth it. There's the gas mask we need. We're going to actually try to get last circle in this game. We at least have to make it to prison break so the barrel can come back, right? No more Fennec. No, Fennec has been nerfed so bad, it's not really viable for me anymore. It used to be good when it was OP. And even then it had just barely enough ammo for me to get good kill rates. Because, hold on, let's see where we're going. Alright, here come our loadouts. We're going to be kind of in the middle of them. But we don't need it because we have...
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
We have our loadout. It's just a matter of, do we want to go look at this loadout? And usually this is a good indicator that that's where the circle is going to end up. So we will work towards that even though we don't really need the loadout.
Gas is closing.
I still would like a self-revive. Got a gas mask. Definitely a kill streak going on next to us. Where no self-revive there. Nada. And I've actually had a pretty hard time adjusting to the shotgun instead of an SMG. I don't know. The biggest issue is obviously it's not fully automatic, so you got to keep spamming the fire button. And it's really not a problem, it's just something you got to remember. They probably hear you already. I don't know. I don't have my prox chat on. I mean, prox chat's on, but I'm on push to talk on my mic. This is a horrible window to peek with the sunlight glaring in at you. Anybody can pretty easily see you. How's our circle coming along? So the circle is drifting to the south, so it's probably going to keep going that way. which means center's probably going to go this way. Guess we're going to go ahead and relocate. Sure love to have a durable gas mask, but now I'm just getting greedy. There's the self-revive we were looking for. And once you get away from a building, definitely get your AR back out, because that shotgun is horrible at any kind of distance at all. Barrel, I don't know if there's always a jailbreak. I'm guessing there is. We really need more armor plates.
UAV in the area.
More armor, less everything else.
All clear.
Alright, we got the train coming by. Don't really think anybody's going to jump off of it. But we should really use this time to run. We've got the noise of the train to help cover our movement. Gonna stay away from that black site. No interest in dealing with that. Definitely got to get off this waterfront. We're going to get whacked sitting out here. Alright, let's listen, see what's going on. We need to get upstairs and get across to that big building. You used to be able to run on top of the rails, and you could stay pretty quiet. So this is the time that I'm going to start getting yelled at, not yelled at, but criticized for slow walking and crouch walking. But to me, it's almost vital. Again, there was no reason to shoot at that. The chances of getting a kill were very low.
Get to the new safe zone.
Just trying to change this engagement a little bit. See, I don't know that he came across. Surely he didn't come across. I don't think he's that guy. Yeah, that was just horrible. Horrible. What's the most important attack? Oh, I would almost say the most important would be the... Well, I would think the optic is pretty important, just because you need to get something to handle the recoil. Late as hell, yes. Miniman, I was really late on that, and I know it. Not sure that I'm not sure if anything I could have done to be less late. Keep in mind this is a horrible spot to try to drop and grab a loadout. I'm going to try to close the gap on it and dive straight in. I feel like I definitely need my weapons if we're going to make it to the end game. I didn't see him. He was up on the catwalk. He doesn't even have the right attachment on his gun. Bro, LOL. Slippery. I'm not sure what gun are you talking about. I didn't know there was a right attachment. I thought there were a bunch of attachments and you pick what works best for you. Pretty sure that's what you're supposed to do. Alright, so we ended up with 4 operator kills. We're going to call that 3 operator kills because killing Barrel doesn't count. Slippery. I don't know. Were you talking about the guy that killed me or my gun? I don't know. Barrel. Yeah, I was talking all the way down with push to talk. And I was pushing it to talk. I was consciously looking at the screen. Let's see what time it is. We've been streaming. Oh, yeah. We have time for one more. Yeah, I didn't hear you talking either. So, my bad. I heard somebody flying right behind me, and my thought was to land on the roof. And hopefully you were going to land below or something, but you landed on the roof too and kind of scared me. Daniel, there's a meta, and people tend to think you don't copy the streamer meta, then you're an idiot. Slippery, yeah, there's definitely a meta. I'm not sure what it is. And if you're talking about the shotgun, absolutely I'm not running it as what would be considered a multiplayer meta weapon. All right, searching for a match. We'll see if we can jump in again. And we'll go to someplace less prone to accidental fire. But yeah, every gun that I build, I definitely go to the shooting range with it. And we spend a lot of time going attachment by attachment and trying to figure out, you know, how many shots, like headshots. 1. I know it's going to be 3. It's always 3. It's always 3 here. Uh-oh. We're locking up. Must mean we're launching a game. Always 3 here. At this distance, sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 4. And I missed that third one, so that didn't actually count. But yeah, so I look at visual recoil on the optics. I look at every attachment. So, you know, when you say, oh, this is meta, or that's what you should have, that's just because somebody tested that and threw a video up. It doesn't really mean it's the best. So anybody that says I have the wrong attachments, then obviously they have a different way of playing, and that's awesome. Do you feel the tech is still more reliable than any LMG? I don't know. The only LMG was the RPK, and the only reason I went for that is that it's magazine fed instead of belt fed. So with the 75 round magazine, the reload quickness was slow, the movement time is slow, and I just thought the TAC 56 gave you a much better package. All right, so I'm loading in now. Carol, let me know if you think you're in the same game. In fact, I'm going to go on top of this roundy building. Game, like head over here too, and let's.
Hostiles dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Yeah, I'm on top of train station looking for Barrel, see if he's in the same game. Still searching, so it looks like we're not in the same game this time.
Enemy soldier incoming.
It doesn't look like Barrel. Brooks rolling with the RPK. Yeah, I still like the RPK. I think once you get a good TAC 56 build or a Hemlock build and you compare it side by side, not in the firing range, because firing range obviously lets you know how hard it hits. But when you start running the game with it, your movement speed is just so slow between the two weapons that it makes it super hard. Alright, we're going to go here and go for the underground buy station. It's fairly well centered. I don't really love the underground buy station because it puts you in the wrong spot for loadout, but I think we can back out of there. You're not going to be alone. I don't hear anybody right with me. I know there was a gas mask there, but we're looking for weapons first. Weapon, shield, and gas mask. Oh, we'll take a tear gas. Why not? We're going to need shotgun shells later. Somebody's dropping in. We're going to take the Fennec, even though it's not what we want long term. We know it's going to fail us eventually. He went over the top, as far as I could tell.
Enemy UAV active.
This is a horrible push. Don't know where this guy went. It's against what we're trying to accomplish here. Horrible. Hey Barrel, what's up? Oh, it's not you. Wow, that was pretty sketch. We knew he was around there. And since he wasn't running around the open, the right thing to guess would be that he's inside one of those buildings. And we went right to him. Clutch or kick. Not fun, but you'll be alright, man. Ooh, root canal. Wow, not good. He has no clue where I'm at. I just felt bad for that kid. Damien, thanks for the comments. James, thanks for the gifts. Alright, let's see if we can figure out how to redeem ourselves on this game. I think we're going to run back over here. Hope for the best. There's enough loot around that we can at least get $500, which is all we really need to get our weapons. And then we'll sort that out. So the strongholds have just opened. The loadouts are going to be here soon. So we have a very limited time to get down, buy what we think we need. Sound like there's somebody super close to us. Wouldn't put him past being up in that window. And he is up in the window. We're going to back off for a second. Plate. Hope he's not in the tower. Doesn't feel like he's in tower. Shots were from a weird angle. I almost feel like he's below us right now. Really?
The enemy took that one, but we will be back to finish.
I heard him on the roof. I thought he was going up the ladder inside. Horrible. Horrible, horrible. All right, well, we're going to call it here. We've been streaming for an hour and a half. I don't think I'm going to have time to run another full game before I have to go to work, so I don't want to have to cut it short. Elam, thanks for the gift. I want to thank all 29 people that just followed, and Gianni. I will have a great day. We will be back this afternoon about 3 o'clock to play some viewer quads. Was looking to take up information system. Let's see what else. No ranked mode. How many hours per day do I play the game? Let's get out of this guy. It's a little loud. I try to limit my gameplay to like 3-4 hours at most. Yep. See you guys around 3. I'm going to call it now. You guys have a great Monday. I want to thank all 102 people currently watching the TikTok stream. I'm not sure. We have 20 over on Twitch is what Beantown says. I want to thank you guys over there. 56 total views on TikTok, 29 new followers, 563 diamond gifts. Pretty awesome. See you guys this afternoon.